A global technology outage caused by a faulty software update grounded flights, knocked media outlets offline, and disrupted hospitals, small businesses and government offices on Friday, July 19, 2024, highlighting the fragility of a digitized world dependent on just a handful of providers. The trouble with the update issued by cybersecurity firm CrowdStrike affected customers running Microsoft Windows. It was not the result of hacking or a cyber attack, according to CrowdStrike, which apologized and said a fix was on the way. Thousands of flights were cancelled and tens of thousands were delayed around the world, leading to long lines at airports in the United States, Europe and Asia. Airlines lost access to check-in and booking services in the heart of the summer travel season. Several local TV stations in the United States were prevented from airing the news early Friday, and some state and local governments reported problems at courts, motor vehicles departments, unemployment agencies and other offices. Affected hospitals had problems with appointment systems, forcing them to suspend patient visits and cancel some surgeries. Elsewhere, people experienced minor inconveniences, including trouble ordering ahead at Starbucks, causing long lines to form at some of the coffee chain's stores. A cyber expert said real harm would be caused. All of these systems are running the same software, another expert said. We've made all of these tools so widespread that when things inevitably go wrong, and they will, as we've seen, they go wrong at a huge scale. CrowdStrike said in a recording on its customer service line that the problem was related to the Falcon sensor, referring to one of its products used to block online attacks. The company says it has 29,000 customers. In an interview on NBC's Today Show, CrowdStrike CEO George Kurtz apologized, saying the company was deeply sorry for the impact that we've caused to customers, to travelers, to anyone affected by this, including our companies. We know what the issue is and are working to remediate it, Kurtz said. Shares of the company, which is based in Austin, Texas, fell nearly 10% on Friday. Microsoft's stock price fell more than 3%. Though the outage's impact could be felt far and wide, the forecasting firm Capital Economics said it was likely to have little impact on the world economy. Most airlines attributed the problems to their booking systems. Thousands of flights were affected in the US alone, though by late morning on the East Coast, airlines said they were beginning to mitigate problems and resume some service. Airlines and railways in the UK experienced long wait times, and airports across Europe suspended landings or halted takeoffs for several hours due to difficulties in checking in passengers. Saskia Oettinghaus, a member of the German Olympic diving team, was among those stuck at the Berlin airport. We are on our way to Paris for the Olympic Games, and now we are at a standstill here for the time being, Oettinghaus said. Other athletes and spectators travelling to Paris were delayed, as were their uniforms and accreditations, but Games organisers said disruptions were limited and didn't affect ticketing or the torch relay. Broadcasters go dark. Surgeries delayed, blue screens of death. In Australia, national news outlets, including public broadcaster ABC and Sky News Australia, were unable to broadcast on their TV and radio channels for hours. Some news anchors went on air online from dark offices in front of computers showing blue error screens. Internet and phone providers were also affected. In the United States, KSHB-TV in Kansas City, Missouri, aired Scripps News instead of local news until about 5:35 a.m., the station said on its website. IT teams and engineers worked through the night to resolve the glitch, the station said. Other local stations owned by Scripps reported similar problems, though Scripps spokesman Michael Perry said in an email early Friday that 90% of stations were able to air local news. Hospitals in different countries also reported problems. Britain's National Health Service said the outage caused problems at most doctors' offices across England. NHS England said in a statement the glitch was affecting the appointment and patient record system used across the public health system. At Mass General Brigham, the largest healthcare system in Massachusetts, all scheduled non-urgent surgeries, procedures and medical visits were cancelled Friday because of the outage, according to a spokesperson. Emergency departments remained open. Shipping was disrupted too. A major container hub in the Baltic port of Gdansk, Poland, the Baltic Hub, said it was battling problems resulting from the global system outage. And at the twin ports of Los Angeles and Long Beach, marine terminals were affected, but the outage didn't cause significant disruption. Basically, it's been minimal impact overnight, and we're going to have to wait and see how these terminals come up over the next several hours, said Philip Sandfield, a spokesperson for the Port of Los Angeles.